now is to draw a distinction between the politics of poverty, that is playing up on the fears and vulnerability of the poor to get power, versus the politics of reality, to tell people exactly what the realities are and let them come to an understanding. Now, what would we do differently?
Okay, hang on. Before you get there, though, haven't both parties been guilty of playing that politics?
I would say
playing upon the vulnerability.
Yeah, I would say that both parties would have done that to some degree, but certainly the PNP has done it in a far more, I would say. Listen, the challenge that we face now as a nation is that the economic realities are the same, whether it is a JLP or the PNP. So playing upon the vulnerabilities does not help. And the PNP finds themselves in a quandary of credibility. They have a credibility crisis because before the elections, they told persons they would roll back GCT, that was an easier way, that the recession had ended, that the austerity measures of the government were not necessary. Now they find themselves in the position where they have to increase GCT, apply austerity measures, even though a recession has ended. They have a credibility problem. But put that aside. What I'm trying to say to the country is that when we entered into the IMF deal, it was not a long-term situation of financial support. It was to get our country adjusted. We face certain problems as it relates to getting consensus and meeting targets. That caused a delay in us being able to meet the IMF test. We called an election so that we could get a mandate, so that we could move forward with meeting the requirements of the IMF, so that we could finally come out of that. So we saw it as an opportunity. The economic situations are the same. We expected that the government, the new government, with a new mandate, would seize an opportunity.
All right.
What I now see is that they have turned an opportunity with a new mandate into a crisis.